Good morning, Bezz Online. Here we go. Again, thinking about what we've been considering for the last week and a half. Inclusion of the most inferior portion of the glutes. Inclusion of the pelvic floor. If these are new for you, go back and watch Monday. I have no idea what day it is, and last Wednesday. And those will give you that information. We're going to begin on our backs. Knees are bent. Soles of the feet. I have forgotten my headset, so my sound is probably a little bit off. 1 second. All right. There we go. Beginning on our backs. Soles of the feet flat to the floor. Block is close at hand, but for this first, we're just finding our pelvic tilt. Hands wherever you want. Inhale, rocking the hips towards the heels of the feet. Exhale, taking it the opposite direction. Inhale towards the heels of the feet. Exhale the opposite. Good. First couple of these, just dropping into the movement, dropping into the breath. Using this action to lengthen the breath out. We can start to activate the belt of the low belly. So on the inhale, rocking the hips forward, back arches. On the exhale, as I move the pelvis, drawing the belt of the low belly behind us to firmly ground the low back down. Inhale, rocking it forward. Exhale, belt of the low belly engaging, really pressing this low back space, this lumbar space into the floor. Inhale, rocking it forward. Exhale, imprinting. Inhale, rocking it forward. Exhale, imprinting. Two more. Inhale, rocking it forward. Exhale, imprinting. One more. Inhale, rocking it forward. Good. Exhale, imprinting. Walk between the thighs. Stage one. Hands are just released here to the floor or onto the belly. On the inhale, rocking the hips towards the heels of the feet, low back arching away. On the exhale, well, top of the inhale, before we exhale, grounding the low back down. On the exhale, thigh squeeze. Inhale, rock it forward. Ground the low back down, exhale. Squeezing the thighs. Inhale, rock it forward. Ground the low back. Exhale, squeeze, maybe adding in the belt of the low belly, drawing towards the space behind us. Inhale, rock it forward. Ground the low back, exhale. Good, this will put us at 5. Inhale forward. Ground the low back. Inhale. Ground the back. Inhale. Ground the low back. Squeeze those thighs. 3 more. Inhale. Ground the low back. 2 more. Inhale. Ground the low back. One more here. Inhale. Ground the low back. directly into stage 2 here instead of swapping to a different exercise. So fingers are going to interlace behind the neck, if not behind the neck, behind the head, if not behind the head. We're going to cross the arms over the chest, beginning to lift the shoulders and skull, keeping the neck long here. An easy way to figure this out. If you start, and this is what you can see, the ceiling above you. At any point, when this view changes to take in the wall across from you, the knees, the thighs, this is a sure sign that we're lifting the head. Body wants to do this. Scalenes want to help out. Your body gives this biological preference of movement to the face. So we're rewriting this perfectly natural pattern to keep your gaze directed towards the ceiling above you. All right, inhaling here. Height of the inhale, ground the low back down on the exhale as the thighs squeeze. Lower ribs draw towards the space behind us. We lift here, neck stays long. Inhale, release. Ground the back, squeeze. Inhale. Ground, squeeze. This is 3. Inhale. Ground the back, squeeze. 4. This is 5. This is 6. That was 7. In. Ground, squeeze. This is 8. This is 9. This is 10. Come on back down and rock it out. Instead of moving into stage 3, we're gonna work with this modified version of stage 3. We're just focusing on the lower body. We're gonna continue this version of stage 3 today and Friday, and then next week we're gonna add in the full version of stage 3 to this. Palms are down to the mat. Shins are parallel, feet are dorsiflex, toes are spreading here. We're going to inhale. Height of the inhale, we ground the low back down, and then we engage the low glutes. We press the low back down so much that the hips lift a fraction of an inch. Inhale, relax. Exhale. 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 For 2 more. Inhale. 1 more here with me, big in. Come back to center, release. Rock it out. We're going to do another version of that just to emphasize that low core engagement. I'm going to do my best to catch as much of it on camera as possible. Soles of the feet towards the ceiling. Fingertips are going to reach for the ceiling. We're going to inhale here on our exhale. Low back presses down, and we're going to reach with the arms and the hands towards the ceiling. We can always bring, this is a little tight for my glutes, for my low back dysfunction. So I'm going to bring a little bit of angle to my legs, a little bit of bend to my knees, Give the back line of my leg more room. Big inhale here. Exhale, heels and fingertips towards the ceiling. Inhale, relax. Exhale, reach. Neck is going to become involved, but we keep the head back as much as is possible. Two more. One more. Good. Release. Bring it down. Back to center. Switching gears. Moving in our core work, we're going to be bringing the block to the top of the thigh. We're making our way into the transverse abdominis. Just to review in case anybody here is new. Rectus abdominis, a little loaf of bread on the front of our belly that our society is obsessed with. External and internal obliques wrapping around the side here. Transverse abdominis is deeper than the rectus abdominis, deeper than the internal and external obliques. Actually wraps all the way around the torso, connecting in to the musculature of the erector spinae here on the sides. And it's going to be this musculature, at least in my opinion, my study, my research, and my findings, that is more functional as an actual spinal support muscle. So when we think about core strength as offsetting low back pain, SI joint dysfunction, herniated disc, as long as you have like a physician's note that it's okay for you to work out, transverse abdominis is going to do much more than rectus abdominis. Rectus abdominis is primarily in charge of drawing the ribs and the pubic bone towards each other. So an overdeveloped rectus abdominis is actually a piece of the constellation when we have low back pain. Internal and external obliques are going to be responsible for this sort of bilateral action and this sort of side-to-side action. Again, not the greatest musculature for low back support. So that if this is new for you, might be frustrating, might be weird, might be confusing. Perfect, fantastic, wonderful. We're going to use a block for this. If you don't have a block, you can fold a towel in thirds and roll it up. You can do the same to a yoga mat. Use a big book that maybe you don't like a lot and don't mind if the cover's going to get messed up. So block is going to come against the right thigh, right forearm is going to come against the block. Stage one, right foot is dorsiflexed, right toes are spreading. We're going to inhale here. On the exhale, thigh is moving this direction, forearm is moving that direction. You're crushing the block. Big in. Exhale, squeeze. Big in. 4. Squeeze. Low back, grounding down here. Big in. This is 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Release. Take it to the other side. Block against the left thigh. Left forearm against the block. Shin parallel with the ground. Foot dorsiflexing here. Big in. Thigh and forearm contrasting each other, squeezing the block in the center. Big in. This is 3, big in. 4, squeeze. Big in. Squeeze. 5. Big in. 6. Big in. 7. Big in. 8. Big in. 9. One more. Big in. 10. Coming back to center. Releasing. Bringing it on back down. All right, we're going to move into stage 2 of this exercise. Oh my gosh, oh no, I'm sharing this in the right place. Okay. Stage 2 of this exercise, as we squeeze right thigh and right forearm against each other, we're going to be lifting the opposite leg. As we lift the opposite leg, the cue that I'm going to be giving is hinge from the hip instead of hinge from the knee. This means that the knee joint is going to stay in primarily the same place. The body will want to extend the knee, so extend that leg out long, just because that utilizes the quadriceps and the front line of the hip flexor instead of just primarily the core work to create this. So pay attention to your knee as you do this. Knee will want to hinge. Again, you're not bad, you're not wrong, you're not evil if this knee is hinging. Evolutionarily, biologically, your body wants to preserve as much energy as it can, but we have plenty of food energy, aka most of us are to some degree overweight. We can burn that extra food energy here without any problem. So block is against the right thigh, right forearm is against the block. Opposite leg is going to be lifting here. Inhaling here. Exhale. As the thigh and the forearm press against each other, we are hinging at the hip, drawing the knee towards the chin so that the shin comes parallel. Big in. Exhale, lower. That's 1. Big in. Big in. Two. Big in. Big in. 3. Big in. 4. Big in. 5. 5. Big in. 6. Big in. 7. Big in. 8. 9. Big in. 10. Release. Work it out. Swap it out. Shake it out. Wiggle it out. And then we're going to bring it back to the other side. Left forearm against the block. Left thigh against the block. Big inhale here. Exhale as we contrast, lifting the right leg. Big in. Good. Big in. Big in. Big in. Big in. Big in. Big in. This is 5. Big in. 7. 8. 2 more. Big in. 9. Big in. Big in. Good. Release. 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 Bring it back down. Rock it out. Work it out. A couple of free breaths here. Alright, I am totally realizing that I am sharing this in the wrong live feed instead of the private group for my gym that I work at. I'm sharing it with everybody, so yay, free core workout. What I do at the end of core workout is a little bit of breath work. So 5 minutes here, we're going to transition into breath work. I would suggest that you find this on your back, knees bent, soles of the feet flat to the floor. Cueing in first, just with belly breathing. So here we are, lying flat on the floor. Palms of the hands are going to come to the belly. Inhale, we're going to press the belly into the hands. Exhale, full and complete releases out. Inhaling here. Exhaling here. Inhaling here. Exhaling here. Just like that. Continuing to breathe like that. Big in. Full out. Good. Keep that going. Inhaling into the belly. Exhaling completely. As we breathe here into the belly, hands lift up here, just to this little divot at the sternum. Big in, still in the belly. Exhaling completely. Letting the eyes close if they aren't already. Big in. Exhaling fully. Continuing this breath as we breathe here, as the hands are here, as the attention are here, as the energy is moving here. Notice the space of your rib cage. Big in. Full exhale. How much room is there from the sternum at the front to the spine at the back? How much room is there from one armpit to the other? Noticing in this space of the rib cage, in the imagination, green light, a little green light swimming here. Any kind of color you want, or any kind of green you want. It can be bright, it can be pastel, it can be vibrant, it can be dull, it can be baby puke, it can be chartreuse, it can be Kelly, it can be hunter. Inhaling into this green light. Exhaling this green light. Fourth chakra, Anahata. A place where we take our energy and begin to direct and connect it interpersonally. More than eye to eye, more than mouth to mouth. This is hand to hand. And what we touch, how we serve, what we make, and what we do. The center might feel exceptionally tender right now, and that's okay. Continuing to breathe here into this green light. Ending our work today with a reading from Mary Oliver. Inhaling deeply into the belly. Exhaling fully. Seeing this green light in the space of the rib cage. Little crazy love song. I don't want eventual, I want soon. It's 5 a.m. It's noon. It's dusk falling to dark. I listen to music. I eat up a few wild poems while time creeps along as though it's got all day. This is what I have. The dull hangover of waiting. The blush of my heart on the damp grass. The flower-faced moon. A gull broods on the shore where a moment ago there were two. Softly, my right hand fondles my left hand, as though it were you. Thank you for joining this accidental surprise core work for Facebook Live in general. We can release the hands, we can let the eyes blink open, and have a beautiful day.